A Tale of Two Cities opens with a sentence so famous it almost feels like a heartbeat the world has memorized, because within it lives a truth we never escape: that human history and human hearts are always divided between light and darkness. Dickens gives us two cities, London and Paris, but what he truly gives us are two ways of being human. One clings to safety, routine, and quiet decency. The other trembles with hunger, fury, and the long memory of injustice. Between them move ordinary people whose lives are crushed, reshaped, and redeemed by forces far larger than themselves. And yet, somehow, Dickens never lets the story become cold or political alone. It remains painfully personal. There is tenderness here, often hidden beneath suffering. Charles Darnay is gentle and moral in a world that punishes gentleness. Lucie Manette is not loud or revolutionary. Her power is softer, almost invisible. She stitches broken lives together with compassion, reminding us that love does not always roar. Sometimes it simply stays. Her presence turns prisons into homes and despair into endurance. In a novel full of mobs and guillotines, her quiet humanity feels almost rebellious. And then there is Sydney Carton, perhaps one of the most heartbreaking figures ever written. A man who believes himself wasted, careless, and unworthy. He drifts through life with brilliance he refuses to use, and a heart he believes is already lost. Dickens lets us smile at him at first, his wit, his cynicism, his self-mockery. But slowly, that smile fades into ache. Because Carton knows exactly what he could have been, and that knowledge weighs heavier than failure itself. The revolution roars through the novel like a storm long overdue. Dickens does not deny its causes. The cruelty of the aristocracy is drawn so vividly that anger feels justified, even necessary. But he also shows us how suffering, once unleashed, does not stop politely. It devours indiscriminately. Victims become executioners. Justice turns into spectacle. In the crowd's hunger for blood, individual faces vanish. And Dickens asks us, quietly but insistently, what is lost when humanity is swallowed by rage? Yet this is not a novel of despair. It is a novel that believes stubbornly in redemption. In its final movement, something extraordinary happens. A man who thought his life meaningless discovers that it can matter more than he ever imagined. Sydney Carton's final act is not loud or dramatic. It is calm, deliberate, and deeply human. He gives his life not out of obligation, but out of love. And in doing so, he becomes more alive in death than he ever was in life. That moment breaks readers open. It brings tears not because it is tragic, but because it is beautiful. Because it suggests that no life is ever too late to be redeemed. That even those who feel forgotten by themselves may still become the quiet center of another person's salvation. A Tale of Two Cities endures because it understands something essential, that history is made of crowds, but meaning is made by individuals. That love can exist even in the shadow of the guillotine. That the best of us often appears when the world seems at its worst. We close the book with sorrow, yes, but also with a strange, gentle hope. Because Dickens leaves us believing that even in times of terror, even when everything appears broken beyond repair, a single act of selfless goodness can echo louder than violence and last longer than fear.